If the victim continues not to respond, they're considered unconscious and 911 assistance should be called. As a general rule, 911 should be called first before giving care in all life-threatening conditions. Also, try and not leave the victim when calling 911 by using other rescuers, bystanders, or even calling out for help. Once 911 has been called, we must further assess the victim's condition by checking their airway, breathing, and circulation in what's known as the ABC assessment. To open the victim's airway, first kneel down to their side. Place one hand on the victim's forehead and the opposite hand on the victim's chin. Now tilt back the head while lifting the chin to open up the airway. Special consideration must be taken when there's a victim that's suffering from a possible spinal injury. We'll place our hands at the angles of the jaw and thrust forward instead of tilting back the neck. Now that we've opened the victim's airway, we must check for signs of breathing. Keeping the head and chin in the open position, lower your ear to the victim's mouth so that you may listen for signs of breathing. At the same time, you should be looking down to the victim's chest to see if you can see their chest rise. This assessment should last no more than 10 seconds. If in those 10 seconds there's no signs of breathing, assemble your rescue mask and give the victim 2 rescue breaths, lasting about 1 second each. If your 2 breaths do not go in and you do not see the chest clearly rise, retilt and try them again. If those 2 breaths still do not go in, we assume the airway is blocked. Steps on how to clear this object will follow later in the choking section. Now that we've checked for signs of breathing, we'll check for signs of circulation by checking for the pulse in the carotid artery, which runs on the sides of the neck just below the chin. Place 2 fingers on the victim's neck on your side, checking for a pulse for no more than 10 seconds. We check for a pulse in an infant by locating the brachial artery, which is located on the inside of the victim's arm near the armpit. Once we've located the brachial artery, press down firmly with 2 fingers, locating the pulse, checking for no more than 10 seconds. During the ABC assessment, rescuers can combine checking for breathing and checking for a pulse at the same time.